Psalm 35. Plead your case, O Lord, with those who strive with me, fight against those who fight against me. Take hold of the shield and buckler, and arise to help me. Take away the spear and block the way of those who pursue me. Say to my soul, I am your salvation. Let those who seek my life be ashamed and put to shame. Let those who plot evil against me be turned back and put to shame. Let them be like chaff before the wind. Let the angel of the Lord drive them away. Let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of the Lord pursue them. For without cause they have hidden from me the net in the pit, which they have dug for my soul without cause. Let destruction come upon him without knowing it, and let the net that he has hidden ensnare him. Let him fall into that very destruction. And my soul shall rejoice in the Lord, it shall be glad in his salvation. All my bones will say, Lord, who is like you, who rescues the poor from those who are stronger than they? Yes, the poor and needy from those who rob them. False witnesses have risen up, they have testified against me things I did not know. They have repaid me evil for good, robbing me of my life. But as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth, I humbled my soul with fasting, and my prayer returned to my bosom. I behaved as if he were my brother or friend, I went about mourning and bowed low, as one mourning for his mother. But when I was in trouble, they rejoiced and gathered together, the vile gathered together against me, and I did not know it, they tore me to pieces and did not stop. With hypocrites mocking at feasts they gnashed their teeth at me. Lord, how long will you look on like this? Rescue my soul from their desolations, my darling from the lions. I will praise you in the great assembly, I will praise you among many people. Let not my enemies rejoice over me without cause, nor let those who hate me without cause wink with their eyes. For they speak not of peace, but they plan to deceive the quiet of the land. They open wide their mouths against me, and say, Aha! Aha, our eyes have seen it. You, O Lord, have seen it, do not be silent, O Lord, do not be far from me. Awake and awake to my judgment, to my cause, my God and my Lord. Judge me according to your righteousness, O Lord my God, and do not let them rejoice over me. Let them not say in their hearts, Aha! Our soul. Let them not say, We have swallowed him up. Let them be ashamed and confounded together who rejoice at my evil, let them be clothed with shame and dishonor who exalt themselves against me. Let those who love my righteousness sing and be glad, and let them say continually, The Lord be magnified, who loves the prosperity of his servant. So my tongue will speak of your righteousness and praise all day long. We all face challenges, situations in which we feel that we are being wronged or that external forces are trying to discourage us. Psalm 35 is a profound cry for justice, protection, and divine strength. Today, let's reflect on how it teaches us to grow spiritually and grow stronger in the midst of adversity. Psalm 35 begins with a powerful plea, Plead your cause, O Lord, with those who strive with me, fight against those who fight against me. This phrase teaches us that in times of struggle, we must entrust our battles to God. He is our shield, our protection, the one who blocks the spears of those who persecute us. In the following verses, we see a cry for justice. The psalmist asks that those who plot against him be confounded and put to shame. Although we may be tempted to seek revenge, this psalm teaches us that we must trust in divine justice. It is faith that allows us to keep our hearts pure, even in the face of attacks. In our spiritual journey, we often face situations like those described in verses 11 to 16, false witnesses, betrayals, and gratuitous attacks. The psalmist describes his pain, but also his humility. I humbled my soul with fasting, and my prayer returned within my bosom. This practice of prayer and fasting symbolizes the importance of turning inward in times of crisis. Instead of consuming ourselves with hatred or fear, we should seek inner peace and align our emotions with the presence of God. Despite the difficulties, the psalmist declares, I will praise you in the great congregation, I will praise you among many people. This teaches us that even in times of anguish, we must continue to practice praise. Praising God does not mean ignoring our problems, but recognizing that He is in control and that His justice will prevail. The psalm also speaks of prosperity and justice. Let those who love my righteousness sing for joy, let them say continually, The Lord be magnified, who delights in the prosperity of his servant. God wants us to prosper, not only materially, but in peace, joy, and spirituality. Psalm 35 reminds us that life is not without its challenges, but that we can always trust in God's justice and protection. He teaches us to be resilient, to face adversity with faith, and to surrender our problems to the Lord, who is just and faithful. When we cultivate this trust, we not only overcome obstacles, but we also grow as people and get closer to our divine purpose. Even in the midst of battles, remember, your strength does not come from external circumstances, but from your connection with God. He is your protector, your guide, and His justice will prevail. Reflect, trust the Lord in all your battles, and He will transform your adversities into steps for your growth. If this message spoke to your heart, like, share, and remember that God is always with you. May you continue on the path of self-knowledge, always seeking to live with integrity, faith, and courage. May God bless you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.